everybody, thanks for joining my YouTube channel. My name is Blessing. Today I will be speaking about cyberbullying. I would also be sharing an experience, a personal experience that I had in 2015. No, I think it was in 2016 that I had that experience on Facebook. I was bullied more or less by a group of people that didn't even know me, but it happened that they ganged up against me. When this happened to me 2 years ago, when I was faced with cyberbullying, I knew that a day would come that I would stand up to those people who were involved and that I would call them out. So today is the day of reckoning. Today is the day that I really feel like, I've seen it all around me, and I know that a whole lot of people watching right now might have had an experience or two with cyberbullying or social media bullying. So this is what happened to me. Well, in 2016, as many of you know, I am the national director of the Netherlands for a beauty pageant, an international beauty pageant called the Miss Globe. And in 2015, I got the license. And then we sent out a delegate. And then in 2016, we started scouting for new models. So we were using social media, obviously, as a tool, to recruit new models. So what I was doing together with my team and using my my personal Facebook profile, I was sending out messages to people I was connected with, and also some people that I wasn't connected with at the time, so I would basically send out a message saying, hello, my name is Blessing, I am the national director of the Miss Globe Netherlands, and I was wondering if you'd be interested in entering this year, so let me know if you're interested. And basically that was all I was sending out to these girls. I wasn't sending anything ridiculous. I wasn't asking them to do anything out of the ordinary whatsoever. So what happened was, one of the girls that I sent out this message to didn't respond. She didn't tell me, oh, okay, I want to run some checks on you, I'll get back to you. Nothing of that nature. All she did was took a screenshot of my message to her, and then she posted it in a group. The group was for models, photographers, makeup artists, and beauty directors and all of that. And I can't remember any longer if I was a member of that group, but I know that she posted this screenshot in the group, and that was when all hell broke loose. She basically wrote, hi everybody, this lady just sent me a message. Does anybody know her? Does anybody have any experience with her? Sometimes I get a feeling that some people just sit down and just wait, for the opportunity for them to just attack people on social media. Because when this girl put out the screenshot, it was like the opportunity for them to just attack someone they didn't even know. So when she just put it out, comments started flooding in. People had things to say about me, people who didn't know me, people who had never met me, people who I don't know. Everybody had an opinion, and these comments kept coming. And I'm talking about over 50 people, between 50 and 100 people even, maybe. And they had so much to say. People just wanted to participate. It was just, I was just like a scapegoat. I was like a victim, more or less. And people had comments about my name. People had comments about my picture, my profile picture. People said I was fake and that she shouldn't do business with me. She shouldn't, and it went on and on and on. And it went on actually for hours. And I had no idea this was going on. Can't remember if I was a member of that group at that time, or that I just wasn't on Facebook at that particular time, to get notifications from that group if I was a member. So this went on for hours on end. And eventually, someone who knows me, a girl, a model herself, commented like, hey, I think there might be a mix-up somewhere. I know this lady, and everything I've been reading here, doesn't really describe the person that I know. Hey, I think something is wrong somewhere, and then she tagged me. When I logged into Facebook, I saw all these comments and I was reading them and I was like, what is going on? All I sent was a simple message to a model asking her if she would be interested in participating in a beauty pageant or not. All she could have told me was, hey, I'm interested, or hey, I'm not interested, or hey, I want to run some checks on you to be sure of who I was getting myself involved with. She didn't do any of that. She didn't respond to my message, but she found it more important for her, to put out my message in a group and ask other people's opinion about me, not even considering that, these people might not even know me. And then the attack went on and on and on for hours, and I just sat down there and I was reading it, and I was just wondering what kind of people these were. Well, so finally, after so many hours of this craze going on Facebook, people writing stuff, and the worst part of it, I don't know if it was the worst part of it, but personally, for me, it was the worst part that nobody stood up for me. Nobody, I had, at that time, I had, I believe, about 4,000 friends on Facebook, and I cannot imagine that not one person, saw these messages, and, people who really knew me. And well, I don't blame anybody. We all have our reasons to do whatever we choose to do. So well, I'm grateful actually that this particular model tagged me in the post and just called my attention to what was going on. So we put out a press release, and then I put a link of the release in the comment thread. So once I did that, we were ready to take legal actions for character defamation. And then once I did that, it felt as though all these people started crawling back into their shells. The comments subsided. The comments stopped. It was so, you know, it's quite disheartening to know that adults are just out there waiting to bully other people. Bullying has become a major problem in our society. Just a generation ago, a whole lot of people didn't even have computers in their home and didn't have internet. And today we all use smartphones, tablets, computers. And the primary intention of making social media sites was to connect to people across the world, to broaden your scope. And nowadays, it has made it so easy for people to say things they naturally wouldn't say to you if they were standing right in front of you. And they say these things without even realizing the consequences of their actions. Bullying has severe effects on people. There are so many teenagers out there who do not have the emotional capacity to deal with bullying. Recently, teen suicide has been linked to social media bullying. It has to stop. If you're involved in it, it has to really stop. You're posting negative comments on people's pictures and people's posts. You are using pictures and videos to make fun of people. You are hacking into people's accounts and posting, pretending that you were them. Well, if you're a victim of bullying yourself, this is what you should do. This is how I dealt with it. Number one, do not even respond. Don't get into an argument with a bully. Don't do it, because that is what they are sitting down and waiting for. It feeds them. It gives them a sense of relevance. So don't do it. All you have to do is unfriend these people. Unfriend them. Block them. You don't need that amount of negativity in your life. Block them. Do away with them. And one thing I would like bullies watching this video to remember is that the internet never forgets. Even when you think you've deleted a comment, it still remains. One way or the other, it will come back haunting you. So before you make that post, before you make that comment on someone's picture, on someone's video, on someone's post, on someone's person, think twice. Is it worth it? So I would like you to drop me a comment if you have been a victim yourself, or if you think that you might be a bully and you're trying to get help with it, just drop me a comment. And also subscribe to this channel, because I will be coming your way with very interesting videos after this one. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.